It's time to become a sleuth with Miss Mallard right here on the Veritable Quandary.
Isn't life full of pleasant surprises, Willard? Coming to Rio de Janeiro for the famous Brazilian carnival?
Yes, Auntie. It was very kind of your old friend, the famous scientist, Dr. Albert Einstein, to invite us.
And all because he's going to be honored at a special luncheon later today. I'm so proud of him. We are so fortunate he wants to include us in the festivities. Oh, here it is. Dr. Einstein's laboratory.
What I find fortunate is that we've been in Rio for a whole day, and you still haven't stumbled upon a mystery.
Whatever are you talking about, Willard? We're simply here to visit an old friend. Oh. Oh, my.
This could be considered an example of what I'm talking about, Auntie.
All is not well in the garden.
Do you think we should go in there? Who's to know what's lurking in there?
Calm down, Willard. Remember who you are. An inspector in the Swiss police, albeit off duty. Now, I'm sure there's a logical explanation for this.
Maybe Dr. Einstein has an incredibly green feather. No!
But where is he? He told me that he'd be here to greet us and that he had a big surprise for us.
It worked. I'm surprised.
Look for anything that will give us a clue as to the doctor's whereabouts.
Yes, Auntie.
A note. Our first clue. Good work, Willard.
My pleasure. I think.
Dr. Einstein, leave Brazil immediately, or else.
Ow!
It would seem you are right, Willard. We find ourselves in the midst of a mystery.
Huh?
Shh.
I guess this means our vacation is over.
For the time being. First, we must find Dr. Einstein.
For Marjorie Mallard, with best wishes, Albert Einstein. This says the luncheon is being held by SARF, the Save the Amazon Rainforest Society.
We can only hope that Dr. Einstein will be waiting for us at the luncheon.
I am Miguel de Daquerio, and as president of the Save the Amazon Rainforest Society, it is my pleasure to introduce Dr. Albert Eiderstein.
Thank goodness he's all right.
We can go back to enjoying the carnival now.
A dying plant!
My fellow ducks, I give you my latest discovery, Jungle New.
That certainly explains the state of his laboratory.
Every year, millions of acres of the Amazon rainforest are slashed and burned by reckless land developers. In a few years, gone will be the home for millions of plants and animals. Act now. We must restore the damage with Jungle New and find ways to use the jungle without disturbing its natural wonders.
And how do we know Jungle New isn't just a trick? We should analyze its properties. Will you share the formula, Dr. Eiderstein?
Well, you see, I'm afraid
You see, it's all a hoax. He doesn't even know the formula. He's lying. He's a quack.
Now, Jorge Baldepet. I'm sure the good doctor's intentions are honorable.
I couldn't agree more.
What's to stop him making a fortune with his potion while we, law-abiding citizens, sit back and pay for his years of research?
My colleague does have a point, Dr. Eiderstein.
we are ducks of a different feather, Jorge Baldpate and Linos Ruddy Duck. My motive is not greed.
Why, you...
Carnival!
Dr. Eiderstein! Dr. Eiderstein! He's disappeared! Quick! Follow those dancers! Oh? The vial of Jungle New. It's gone. Dr. Eiderstein's discovery is missing. I must call the police. I do hope Willard is still following those dancers.
Hey, where did everybody go? What?
Take us to the North Airport. Quickly.
Hey! What about Carnival?
Oh, Mr. De Decario, Dr. Eiderstein and his Jungle New are missing. You were standing next to him at the head table. Did you see anything?
Me? I saw nothing. I had to make a phone call during Dr. Eiderstein's speech.
How odd. This phone is out of order. Yes, operator. Please transfer me to the police. Yes, hello. My name is Miss Marjorie Mallard, and I want to report a duck napping.
We couldn't find them.
Maybe Dr. Eiderstein just went to enjoy Carnival?
I've known Dr. Eiderstein for years. He's not the dancing type. Ah, here's Willard. He'll tell us what happened.
It was all very strange, Auntie. Dr. Eiderstein got into a taxi with one of the dancers. They were going to the North Airport.
Good work, Willard. This time, Dr. Eiderstein's disappearance is for real. Taxi! When the police come, tell them to seal off the area. A very serious crime has been committed. To the North Airport.
And make it snappy.
I'll get you there in no time.
Thank you. That would be most helpful. There's something disturbing about this luncheon program Dr. Eiderstein sent me. This is a list of supporters of the Save the Amazon Rainforest Society. Remember those two ducks that interrupted Dr. Eiderstein's speech? Jorge Baldpate and Linus Ruddy Duck? They are listed as supporters.
Those two? Ha! They are on the news all the time. They are reckless land developers.
They're reckless? Look who's being reckless!
Oh, do try to calm down, Willard.
In Brazil, we tell a joke. What did the chicken say when he crossed the road in Rio?
I don't know. What did the chicken say when he crossed the road in Rio?
Nothing, because he never made it.
A dancing duck in a straw costume and a doctor.
Yes. I know it sounds strange.
Nothing is strange during Carnival. They took off about 20 minutes ago in my partner's jet.
They did? Where to?
No idea. Brazil is a big place.
Not that big. Where is this, please?
Sissy, quacking. I hope your friends didn't get dropped off there. That's the most dangerous place in the whole Amazon jungle.
Jungle? Auntie, did I mention that I have tickets for the Rio dancers at Carnival tonight?
We must go to Zizi Quacken at once.
Oh, wonder what a chicken would say about being dropped off in the most dangerous place in the Amazon jungle.
Nothing, because he'd be smart enough not to go. Jorge Baldpate and Linus Radidak are partners, and they've just bought a huge stretch of jungle land.
Oh, that would explain why Dr. Eiderstein seemed to dislike them so intensely.
They've locked beaks many times.
But they were both in the room when Dr. Eiderstein went missing. They couldn't have done it.
Dr. Eiderstein is missing? Why didn't you say so? Any duck out to save the jungle is a friend of mine.
We've been so lucky to find such efficient transportation today, haven't we, Willard?
Yes, Auntie. So let me see if I get this straight. We just got plopped in the middle of the Amazon jungle where we're going to get on a raft, sail down a piranha-infested river, all in the hopes of finding the ZZ Quacken tribe who may or may not be friendly.
You forgot the part about zillions of tsetse flies, black clouds of gnats, and hordes of mosquitoes that are waiting for us at the river. And to think, Willard, that this all started with a simple invitation by an old friend. Come along. The pilot said the river and raft were this way.
But that's the jungle, Auntie. I've never been in a jungle before. Who knows what's in there?
Not to worry. The pilot has provided us with protection. I'll adjust your netting so that you can use it at a moment's notice. Come along, Willard. There's no reason to be afraid of something simply because we're not familiar with it. My, what a noisy place.
Is this for real, or am I quacking up? Which way?
I'm not sure. For goodness sakes, Willard, use the brain in your noodle and the paddles on your feet.
Oh, right.
How marvelous!
Something tried to bite my beak off, and you think it's marvelous?
Of course. This reed from your hat is the same as the piece I found at the banquet hall. That piece comes from the dancer's costume. That's the way we must go. Thank you for being so helpful, Willard.
You're welcome. I think. Not to worry, Auntie. I'll have us free of these giant lily pads in no time.
Well done, Willard. Always true to your word. You certainly are making up for lost time.
Actually, it's not me.
How inconvenient. Take my wing! Not to worry. Where there's a wing, there's a way. It's time to abandon round. Come along, Willard. The natives are restless. Why, Willard, you're a genius. What a good idea to rip some of those lily pads free in case we needed a backup boat.
Yes, it was, wasn't it?
And by dropping the pole earlier, you managed to save it from being wrecked. This jungle living is becoming second nature to you, Willard.
Thank you, Auntie. What happens now?
We shall see.
No!
It's the dancer from the reception. The same person who was in Dr. Eiderstein's laboratory. Dr. Eiderstein, I presume.
My dear friend Marjorie Mallard. I knew you'd discover my hiding place. That is why I sketched the butterfly symbol next to my signature in the program I sent you.
But why did you leave Rio?
I had no other choice. My lab and papers were ransacked, and I had received threats.
Yes, we know.
Meet my adopted son, Ura'u. We met years ago when I made my first expedition to the Amazon.
I returned to the laboratory in one last attempt to find the stolen papers. But then I heard noises and fled because I thought the vandals had returned.
It was Willard and me that you heard.
Oh, I am sorry. I did not know you at the time. You could have helped me plan my father's escape. I hired dancers and dressed in my native costume. While everyone was distracted at the luncheon, we hurried to safety.
With my papers gone, my only hope was the last vial of jungle gnu. I planned to analyze the contents to restore the formula. But when I reached for it as I fled the room, it was gone. I wanted to contact you, Marjorie, but there was no time, and we have no telephones in Ziziquacken.
What did you just say?
I said I wanted to...
Never mind. We must hurry back to Rio before it's too late.
A supply plane will soon be landing. We may take it back to Rio. I will lead you through the jungle.
Did you say through the jungle?
But you must let us in. We must continue with the conference.
Not until the whereabouts of Dr. Eiderstein have been determined.
And they have.
Dr. Eiderstein, I am so relieved you are safe.
Safe to continue his work preserving and restoring the Amazon rainforest.
But I need the vial of jungle gnu. Without it, the formula is lost forever.
Oh, isn't that too bad?
If only we could find it.
But we can.
She can?
Here it is, safe and sound.
The vial! But how did it get there?
I think you will find the wing prints on this vial will match none other than Miguel de Docerio, president of the Save the Amazon Rainforest Society.
But I trusted you with the secret of my discovery. We were to restore the rainforest together.
That is how Jorge Baldpate and Linos Ruddy Duck found out about Jungle Nu. They were the ones who made the threats and ransacked your laboratory. I am sure a handwriting analysis of this note would reveal which one of them wrote it. Stop them!
You won't duck out now!
Well done, Willard.
But Miguel, why?
When I saw Jorge and Linos' names in the program as supporters of the Save the Amazon Rainforest Society, I knew they were in this together. Jorge and Linos were paying off Miguel so Sarf would support the clearing of jungle for their profit-making schemes.
But all that changed when they found out about Jungle Nu. And don't worry, Doctor, I was careful to leave plenty for you to analyze.
You idiots! You said you had destroyed all the Jungle Nu! And you said you had hidden the vial where it would never be found!
Why didn't you retrieve it from the telephone?
When Dr. Eiderstein talked about telephones back at the jungle, it all came back to me. And I knew where the vial of Jungle Nu was hidden. With the crime scene sealed off, Miguel couldn't get close enough to retrieve it.
Take them away!
However did you think of trapping them with the plant, Willard?
It just came to me. Guess it was because of our adventure in the Amazon. I think I like the jungle now.
Miss Mallard, if the board of directors were to ask you to replace the jail duck Miguel as president of SARF, would you accept?
I would be honored. I'll spread the word about the society wherever I travel. I will answer letters from concerned ducks and pass their solutions for saving the rainforest on to Dr. Eiderstein.
And if there is anything else we can do to thank you, all you have to do is ask.
Well, there is one thing. I would like to learn that dance.
You have been watching the Miss Mallard Mysteries right here on the Veritable Quandary. Thanks for watching.